Good afternoon. It's very difficult to tell if I'm even live. I think I actually go live before it tells me I'm live. So I'm gonna hope I'm live now. I will check this back when I finished. I will watch it. I was about to say, yay, it's not flickering, and then it immediately started flickering again. So boo. Anyway, today I am here with yet another daily positive step. So if you haven't seen any of these before, let me quickly introduce myself and explain what we're doing here. So my name is Colette Broomhead. I am a business coach and I work with mums who have service-based businesses, and I help them to create a marketing plan that works for them, that works for their skills, that works full stop, and helps them get more clients so that they can hit consistent 5k months. And the reason that I am going live every day on my page at the moment is to give simple, actionable steps each day, one per day, that you can put into practice straight away, and that's going to help your business in some way. Now, most of these steps, interestingly, I didn't plan it this way, but in fact, I haven't planned the steps at all, if I'm being completely honest. It's very much I was going to say stream of consciousness. It's not quite that, although I'm not planning them in advance. I'm kind of going with what's in my heart, what's in my gut each day, because I like how that feels for this particular live. It's not always how I work. For a lot of stuff, I prefer to plan ahead. But in this case, I am just going with the flow. And yeah, the idea is it's just a simple step, and for the most part, they 100%, they all relate to your business. But for the most part, and as I say, I didn't plan this, it's been in a quite indirect way. For the most part, the things that I'm talking about are kind of just general things that you can do to improve your life, really, and to just show up better. Because when your life is better, when you're happier outside your business is going to be better off as a result. I learned this. I had this as a big light bulb moment when I started running last summer. And it kind of coincided with me joining a mastermind, like a business mastermind. And we had to also talk about our goals and why we joined. And I was sort of saying, that it was more around my business, and I was sort of focusing on my business. Now, on the side, I had started running. I had started doing the Couch to 5k for the first time in my life since I've been at school. It was actually working, and I was enjoying running, and I was getting fitter, getting more confident. And that had such a massive impact on my business, such a massive impact, because I was more confident. Now I realized that I could do the running, that all the thing that I thought I could never do, that, I wasn't fit, I wasn't good at exercise, I wasn't a runner, and all this stuff that I was telling myself. Now I realized that all that was rubbish. It made me question all the stuff I was telling myself about my business and about my capabilities in that part of my life as well, and it completely transformed things. I've gone completely off topic here, and I can't even remember why, but anyway, there you go, a little insight for you. Oh yes, because I was saying about how a lot of the stuff that I talk about in these lives relate to your business, but in a kind of indirect way. They're more kind of tips around just general confidence, mindset, productivity, and that kind of stuff. Today's is mostly business related, but could again be sort of taken from just a general life perspective as well. And what I want to talk about today, before I do, I'm all over the place today, sorry. What I want to talk about today, before I do, God, I haven't been drinking, I promise. If you want to watch the previous 19 days, they're a little bit less chaotic than this, I promise. If you want to watch the previous 19 days positive steps, the replays are all available in the video section of this page. Also, you can put the page URL in with /live, and that will take you to all my Facebook lives for this page. Another little handy tip for you there. So today, let's talk about dealing with what you've been putting off. This is something that I'm sure everyone can resonate with. We all have that one thing that we know we should be getting on with, that we know we should be sorting out, but we just don't want to for whatever reason. We can't be bothered. It's boring. We know it's going to be awful. We're worried about it. We're afraid of it. Whatever it may be, we all have that one thing. Now, from a business perspective, that's the angle that I'm coming at. What with being a business coach, and so let's talk about it. So, first of all, let's talk about the why. Why is it? And that's something. When you have something that you're putting off that perhaps gets crossed from one day's to-do list to the next. Again and again and again. Oops, still not done it. Put it onto tomorrow's to-do list. Oops, still not done it. Put it onto tomorrow's to-do list. Anyone resonate with that? I know I've done it a lot. A really, really helpful and insightful thing to do is to actually take a step back and go, why do I keep transferring this? Why isn't this getting done? Because two things will uncover when you ask yourself this question. One, is it something that's actually important to my business? Is it something that is a priority? Because maybe that's the reason why I'm not doing it, is that actually it's not that big of a deal for my business. In which case, do I really need to be keeping it on this to-do list? Perhaps I can just bin it and get rid of it. Weight off my shoulders, job done. It's off. Okay. I mean, that's ideal scenario, right? Or is this a priority for my business? And if yes, why am I avoiding it? Why am I not doing it? And that can give you some real insight, because usually it's going to uncover some kind of block, some kind of mindset issue, some kind of fear, some kind of resistance. And once you can uncover that and start to kind of really dig into what that is, probably that's going to have a big impact on your business in general, because it's probably going to shine a light on something that's actually impacting your business as a whole. So that's one big thing around dealing with the thing that you've been putting off. And that's why I carefully worded this today's daily positive step. Rather than saying, do that thing you've been putting off, I put deal with, because it isn't necessarily a case of doing it. It's a case of actually just looking at it and go, why am I putting this off? What's going on here? What's happening? That's the bigger issue. And yes, if it's something that you do identify as a priority, then get it done. Because if it's a priority, and there's resistance to it, then often that's where you've discovered something that's actually going to have an impact. You know how you get frustrated, I'm doing this, X, Y, Z, and whatever I do, I can't seem to move the needle in my business. Often, if you look in those places, if you look at those things that you are putting off, that are getting transferred to your to-do list day after day after day, often that's going to give you a big hint as to the kind of activity that is going to move the needle. And what's stopping you is some kind of resistance, some kind of fear around that activity. And if you can overcome that, you may well see that needle start to move. So there you go. There is my daily positive step. I don't know why I've started doing this at the end. I'm not sure why. For Tuesday, day 20. I shall see you again tomorrow for day 21. Before I go, let me quickly tell you about a workshop that's going off in my Facebook group, Fully Booked Mums, on Thursday. So if you are a business owner, and if you are struggling with your message right now, if you're struggling to build your audience, if you're struggling to get your audience engaged, if you're struggling to actually convert that audience into clients, into people who are going to hand over their money to you, then definitely come and join us in this workshop. It's inside my group, Fully Booked Mums. If you're not already a member, I will pop a link in the comments so you can join. It's completely free. It's going to be on Thursday at 11 a.m. How to nail your message and attract more clients. Come and join us. I'm very excited for it. And with that, I shall see you tomorrow for day 21.